Today on Plant-Based Kidney's Kitchen, we're making a cucumber quinoa salad. It's super versatile because if you don't have quinoa or you don't like quinoa, you can use any grain or pasta instead. And it could be a pasta salad, it could be a couscous salad, anything you want. To get started, we are going to need a big mixing bowl so we can add all of our ingredients for the salad. So first we're going to add 2 cups of cooked quinoa, or again, whatever grain you want. Quinoa is going to be a little bit higher in protein and fiber, but also higher in potassium compared to like a couscous or a pasta would be lower in potassium and lower in phosphorus, depending on what kind you use, but won't have as much fiber. So we're going to add our 2 cups of our quinoa to our bowl. And then we are going to add 2 cups of chopped up cucumber. Next, we have 1 cup of thinly sliced red onion. And then I'm going to use basil. You can use parsley instead, but I'm going to do about 1/8 a cup of fresh basil that's chopped up. I really like this. I get this, let's see if I can do this evenly. I get this at, I got it at Target. It's fresh for 4 weeks after opening, and it's just chopped basil. I think it's easy to just, you keep it in the fridge and I don't have to chop it up. So I'm going to add 1/8 a cup of that chopped basil. And for right now, that's all the ingredients that are going into the salad. Already looks nice and vibrant. So let's make our dressing. Set that aside. So for our dressing, you're going to do either 2 tablespoons or 1/8 a cup. It's the same, but of lemon juice. And then we're going to add the same amount of either olive oil or avocado oil. So 2 tablespoons or 1/8 a cup portion. And then I'm going to add a red wine vinegar. So a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. All right, now we'll add garlic. So I minced up 2 cloves of garlic. And then we're just going to add some salt and pepper. And of course, we want to keep this low sodium. So we're just going to use a little bit of salt. I'm doing 1/8 a teaspoon. And that's going to be for the whole recipe. You could fully leave the salt out altogether if you wanted. And then I'm going to do 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, so we're going to mix that all up. That is going to be our dressing. The only other thing that we're going to add is our vegan plant-based tofu feta. I'll put the information for this recipe and then link to that video and that recipe as well. But it's a feta cheese alternative that's made out of tofu, and it's really simple, easy to make, and it adds, the additional plant protein source, but also that feta taste that oftentimes you get in these Mediterranean type of salads. So I'm not going to add this yet because first I want to let the salad marinate a little bit in the dressing, and then we'll add this to it because this tofu feta has already marinated. So we're directly into, let's first give the salad a good mix, and then we'll add dressing directly to it. And you could serve it up right away. I'm going to let it sit in the fridge for, 30 minutes. That way it absorbs and incorporates more of the flavor. If you were taking this to a barbecue and you sort of gathering it as like your side dish, then of course you would probably be making it ahead of time and then having it marinate and sit a little longer. So this is what it looks like without our feta alternative. We'll put it in the fridge, give it 30 minutes, and then we'll add the feta and we'll serve it up. Give it a try and go over the nutrition information for it. Okay, our quinoa cucumber salad has been in the fridge about 20-30 minutes. We're going to add our feta alternative, or tofu feta. So if you look at that recipe makes 8 servings. I'm using 2 servings, which is about 2/3 cup of that feta alternative. So we'll mix that in, gives it some plant protein, of course, some extra flavor, makes it look more like a Mediterranean salad type of dish. So it looks delicious. 1 serving is going to be 1 cup. So this entire salad makes about 4 heaping cups servings. So we'll scoop that up, give it a try, and go over the nutrition information. Okay, so 1 heaping cup, right, of the salad. So you could see what it looks like. We'll try it. Nutrition information. So for this serving, it is 235 calories, 26 grams of carbohydrate, 4 grams of fiber, 8 grams of protein, 138 milligrams of sodium. So it's low sodium, yay. 350 milligrams of potassium, 215 milligrams of phosphorus, and a 0.6 pral or potential renal acid load. So it's basically a neutral potential renal acid load for the salad. So let's try it. We want to get some quinoa, cucumber, feta, and the onions in there. And you can dice up the onion if you don't want it to be so oniony, or you could also serve this over like a bed of leafy greens would be really good, but there's so much flavor from that dressing. Very, a good amount of garlic, that feta, again, it doesn't have the texture, like that dry texture of the feta cheese, but it has a really good flavor of it because it has nutritional yeast in it, which adds a cheesy flavor. So this is a great, salad dish that bring it to a barbecue, enjoy it as your main meal on the side. You need to bulk it up if it's your main meal, then you have plenty of room to do that because you have room protein-wise, you have room potassium-wise, phosphorus is less absorbable because it's all coming from these plant sources. So overall, it's a great low sodium, kidney-friendly, heart health-friendly, cucumber, vegan feta quinoa salad, and it's very customizable. Again, you can use bell peppers instead of cucumber. You could use couscous or pasta or rice instead of quinoa. Lots and lots of opportunities. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm Michelle Cross, I'm a renal dietitian, and this is Plant-Based Kidneys Kitchen.